Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Henry Live, where we break down the language in video games. This is the Tarkov edition, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be going into more Scav voice lines, breaking that language down, potentially giving you some information that you can learn the language of Russian, the language of Tarkov. Strap in, get yourself a pen, get yourself a notebook, write these letters while we're doing these exercises together to really kind of get that reinforcement. Soon enough, you'll start seeing yourself being able to decipher certain words in Tarkov. And when we start doing episodes where we walk around Tarkov and read the signs together, I really want to give you guys the proper amount of information regarding the alphabet so we can read these things together. If you haven't seen the previous video, I recommend giving it a go. We went over a lot of letters in the Russian alphabet there, and we also went over using the Scav voice lines. All right, we're going to start with something pretty easy this time around, just to serve as a review from the Scav translations video 3.0. In this one, essentially the Scav noticed us, and he said, "Da what on." Let's go ahead and write that down. The first word that he says is da, and that'll be the D sound. Then we go to the A, and in this instance, he's using it as a filler, as in we say in English, yeah, yeah, Psalm, yeah, let that guy over there, right? That's the same usage in this sentence or in this example. But let it be known that this word means yes in Russian. And if you watched our earlier video, I'll just as a review, as I mentioned, this letter right here, it serves as the D. If you ever see, it's basically like a really square A, almost like the pie curves, but with a line in the middle, and that is the D. And mentioning also, just repeating what I said in the last video, you could also see this written as a G, and that also will be written, it will be pronounced as D. All right, moving on. So the first word he says is da. The next word that he says is vot. Vot. And repeating what we talked about last one, the B is the V sound, the O stays the same, so it says it remains O. The T also remains the same, but we're transliterating it on the bottom, so I'm just going to make sure that we keep it consistent. All right. First two words are davot. Last one is on. The O remains the same. The H in Russian for us is the N. And when I mean us, I mean English speakers, of course. If you're learning Russian from another language, some certain nuanced sounds might be a little bit different from you. But if you're fairly grounded in the English language, this is also a great starting point for you, just to understand the sounds that all of the letters of the alphabet in Russian make. Right here we have a really cool sentence. It's da vot on. So it's yeah, there he is. And he just repeats it right after that, just without saying vot on, da again, essentially. So what he's saying here is, yeah, he's there. And signifying that he sees you. Right? So in the game, tactically speaking, the Scav sees you, right? He's literally saying, yeah, there he is. This next voice line is a doozy. It's one of the longer voice lines in Tarkov, and I've been asked many a time to translate it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Alrighty, here's the voice line. Disclaimer, this is not meant for kids. You ugly motherfucker. Come here, you dog shit. You piece of dog shit, rather. You've decided to come to me? You piece of shit. You smelly piece of shit. Right? Come here. Try and fuck me. I'll fuck you myself, you ugly demon of masturbators. Because an onanist is someone who is a masturbator. Chronic masturbator. Curse you. Go fuck yourself and fuck your family, you piece of dog shit. You are a piece of shit. A smelly piece of shit. You're a bitch. So go to hell or curse you. You idiot. Go fuck yourself and your family. You smelly piece of dog shit. Right? You're a turd, a bitch, a bastard. Come here. You scoundrel or piece of shit of the earth, essentially. You're a shit stain. Come here, you piece of shit. Go to hell. Let's get some edumafucking in this bitch. All right, what this scav is saying is Короче, капец тебе служивый. Let's write the first word down. Stays the same as the K. The R. The O. New letter incoming. Like that. It's also written like this in print. So like a 4 for us. Then an E. We go back to the K. We have an A. New letter incoming, which is the actual P in Russian. So we'll get to that in just a second. Then we have the E again. New letter incoming. This is a letter combination, which we'll get to. It makes the TS sound. So you know how like in drums you have like tss, so this is the tss. And we have the soft sign for shits and giggles. Don't really understand why it's here, but it is. All right, so let's go over these this word right here, короче. It translates to TLDR or in short. So in short, let me go ahead and alliterate it for you. Короче. Yeah, короче. Капец. Remember the E in Russian is the yeah. The TS, as I mentioned a second ago, it is right, this letter right here. So the new letters that we're doing right now is the ch, right? This equates to the ch right here in English. Then we have the new letter right here, which is the TS. The next word that he says is тебе. So it's going to be that. The T and the E remain the same. So we remember that this is yeah, but it's tia. The backward 6, so the B. Another yeah. And the last word is slu. New letter incoming. We'll go over it in just a second. It's a weird shaped X with a lightning bolt in the middle. Okay. Okay, all right. Or actually, let me write it a little bit different. It's going to be like this. All right, and then the backwards N with the hat on the top. This one is transliterated to тебе. So for us, the T stays the same. The E becomes a yeah. This weird backward 6 is a B. And then once again, the yeah, тебе. Yeah. Служивый is the S, as when you see the C in Russian, it is pronounced the S. The L remains the same. The Y, as we've talked about, is the U, so the U, slu. And this letter right here with, like I said, the X with the lightning bolt in the middle, don't dwell too much on it. It's not going to happen right away that you'll catch the exact sound that we're looking for. But just imagine if I were to explain to you what a chainsaw, instead of a Z with a Z, you're going to add a little bit of a tooth whistle to it. So it's like, so you're saying Z, but you're going, right? And that is alliterated, or it's written as such, a Z and an H, right? We go back to the E sound. So actually, I wrote that in the written form, as I mentioned before. So the backwards N can also be written in the U. We'll go into details of why that's why. So we have the служивый, just like that. So that's how it would look like, or that's how we would pronounce it as English speakers. Служивый, right? So what does this all mean? In short, you're fucked, or the end has come for you. You, right? The end has come for you, service member. And this служивый is a slang term used for someone who is in military service or acting as a military contractor, whatever. They're in some kind of military role, and they're serving a purpose in a military fashion. Служивый. In short, you have reached your end, opposing service member or the enemy, right? Yeah, and that's this voice line for you. Thanks a lot for sticking around till the end. In other news, please give a like and subscribe to the video if you like this kind of content. Also, check me out on Tuesdays and Fridays here on YouTube. I'll be streaming, doing exactly the same thing what we do here, just using that session as a gaming session, just to kind of, alleviate the stress of language learning. But every 30 minutes, we do a language session and reinforce what we've been learning on the videos. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.